Oh, hi, Kat. See, now I don't know whether to call you Catherine or Kat, but I love this logo. I think this is fantastic and good job. Okay, so those of you who are reading along and Catherine is saying that I recommended to change the lowercase because it flows with the design of the monogram better. But let me just describe that a little bit further, Catherine, for for those of you who are reading along or watching along. So the K in the end was this wonderful, beautiful, curvilinear, gorgeous, organic line structure, and it looked just like that. But the Cat Newman was in caps. And correct me if I'm wrong, it was all caps maybe. So I recommended to think about going lowercase just to have a better correlation between the lowercase and the lowercase k used in the monogram, and then that being used in the name. So that was the reasoning behind that. Okay, so you did put your PDF in here, so that's cool. I should have. I didn't. I thought I didn't see it there, but obviously it's there. So that's awesome. Because what we want to do here is, hang on one second, because I want to do this. I want to download that so that I can do, sorry about this, Catherine, I should have had this open. Okay, here we are. So, all right, so as we can see, it's really a gorgeous mark. It is, I love it. The thing that I'm worried about here is that how is this going to look as it gets farther away as we increase the distance between the focal point and the logo itself. So let's just mimic that by reducing the size. And as we get farther away from the logo, we notice a phenomenon that happens, and this is basically called, it falls under contrast. And the thing is that the initials, the monogram, has wonderful contrast. I'm talking about the left example. Let's not talk about these right now because I don't think these colors are working. I'll talk about that in a second. But as the left, so as we move back, we can see that nice beefy stroke on the monogram really holds up. At a distance, really holds up, still visible. Right now it's just starting to lose its form. But if we do that same test and this time we concentrate on the type itself, we can see that the type kind of falls apart a lot. There, the type is gone now, you can't read it. It falls apart a lot quicker than the mark itself. So that's pointing to consistency in your stroke. Point size basically in the typeface. So to remedy that, we do one of two things: either thin out the stroke here a little bit, which would be a fix. However, I think maybe the combination of both. Find this typeface in a semi-bold, maybe even a black semi-bold, something like that. So this is something that's. I love the two weights here, differentiating Cat Newman from graphic designer. I love that. So keep that relationship. But think about just increasing the relationship between this and this by increasing the stroke size in these letter forms. All right. And then subsequently, you'll have to open up that kerning too. So, and I think that kerning can definitely be widened anyways. I think that those letters are pretty close together, especially as we can see. Not too bad, really, at all. Not too bad. Not too bad. So your call on that. Your call on that. Okay, I said I would talk about color. I don't think these are working because the contrast is just not there at all. You can see these are falling apart. Even the letter forms are falling apart, starting to look like an L, and different things are happening. So you're losing that contrast. You know what I'm saying? You're losing that contrast. So other areas, namely the negative spaces, are kind of taking over and creating these visual illusions. Like that almost looks like a LN now. You see what I'm saying? So you want to avoid that. And you can do so by contrast. For that reason, I would stick with the darker color. And you only need one color for your logo. You really only need one color and a reverse. And then we'll work on other variations as we work further into branding. But for right now, I'm saying that's your answer right there. All right? Any questions? Give me a holler. Thanks, Kat.